Welcome to the Bottom Music Podcast. Today's guest,
Timothy Howls in the house.
Howling away.
What up?
How are you?
Man, good.
Well, we are
Real
here
good.
at Summerfest in Milwaukee.
Back at Summerfest.
Back at Summerfest.
I think it's our 18th time. No. We've played here before, though, right?
Yeah, DeMar was pulling up emails from 2008.
Yeah. And Warped Tour was here back in the day
Yeah.
on the grounds. So, yeah.
Warped Tour was here?
Yeah.
Really?
In the parking lot or something. I don't know. Something like that.
Watch the feet. What is that?
Producer.
I don't know.
That's fine. Let's just roll it. Yeah, so we're here at Summerfest, and the Plain White Tees are actually playing today, but we have the special honor of having Timothy Howls on to enlighten us on his new journey into country music.
Yeah, you could call it that, I guess. My own brand of country music.
Your own brain, definitely.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got some stuff that feels kind of slick and maybe reminiscent of other artists, but
Yeah,
I am trying to carve out my own spot.
I would say you kind of dip into a little bit of like kind of classic rock sound, little Americana type stuff mixed with country, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in the studio, I'm constantly referencing the band,
Yeah.
Tom Petty, and then sometimes it'll be like, hey, I want that riff to sound like Jimmy Eat World. So
Sure.
It's a very strange blend, but, you know.
I
I'm
hear
just
all that for sure.
yanking any influence I can, and then just trying to make sure the final product is, you know, my bar is set at those classic records, but, you know, can I accomplish? Who knows?
You've already accomplished it.
Oh, let's go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I just had the pleasure of seeing you play a set in, where the hell
We were in South Dakota.
South Dakota
Yeah, my first gig in South Dakota.
with Jarrett Reddick from Bowling for Soup
Yeah.
backing you up.
Yeah, and well, he's got a country side project as well, just under his own name. So, and he lives in Dallas, and I've been messaging him for a long time, just kind of excited that he had something in that realm too.
Sure.
And was like, man, we got to just put a show together. And randomly, instead of in Texas, it was in South Dakota. So
Yeah. Let me just say that you guys both killed it.
thanks.
The crowd
Yeah.
was exploding.
Yeah. Well, he's probably one of the best on stage personalities I've ever seen. And I'm so reserved, which you've probably seen with the Plain White Tees stuff. Like I just, even since being a kid, never really felt like I should be on the mic,
Yeah.
you know, at least like talking to crowds has always just been a thing for me. So sharing the stage with that guy was like, well, he's doing all the heavy lifting, and
He
let's
makes
do
it
this.
seem so easy.
Totally.
just-
I have not had the privilege of watching.
Oh, he's
He's
great.
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, number one, confidence is what you own when you're up there. Number two, I listen to a lot of country music. And what I don't like about country music, if you want to call it country music, like you said,
Right.
your own style, is the repetitiveness of the same old BS. There's no authenticity, I guess you want to say, to a lot of the
You gotta
newer
dig
country
for
music.
it.
You got to dig for it. I mean, it's out there for sure, but the way that you come across and the way that you deliver your lyrics, just as you do in the Plain White Tees, you have a gift with the lyrics.
Cheers. Thank you.
And you are very confident in your delivery, and you'd be hard pressed to go see your show and not like buy into it like immediately, even if you weren't digging the songs.
Yeah.
Just from your
thank you.
confidence. Yeah.
Well, I do think the genre is it's actually in a very healthy place. Because like you said, there is a large amount of, you know, just kind of status quo, you know, slick pop country that's still happening, still getting cranked out of Nashville. But then also there's been a rise of singer-songwriters that are breaking into that space that are just murdering, where, you know, you wouldn't even have called it country music 5 years ago, but they're selling out stadiums.
Right.
So I think there's that, and then there's also just like insane musicianship and writing like Sturgill Simpson, who, you would call him country. He's kind of got like an Americana country thing happening, but also selling out, massive venues and really a raw talent, So I feel like you can enter the space and you can go any which way.
Right. I always felt that if you, again, with the country side of things, singer-songwriter, pop, whatever you want to call it, I feel like it's a way bigger music scene. Probably one of the biggest, I think.
Definitely right now.
And I see a lot more opportunity for a singer-songwriter like yourself to succeed in that market. You may not agree with me on that, but where I think you're going to succeed is, so how much of this do you write and how much do you write?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why I think if you continue to go down the path and be you're standing out right now.
Well, I appreciate that. I wouldn't be putting in the time and effort if I didn't, see some sort of path forward,
Right.
And thankfully, being in Plain White Tees covers a lot for us still, to where, our schedules are open for the most part. We're working on the weekends right now,
Yeah.
and
I love how you guys have been kind of like intertwining that a little bit. Like
the side project stuff.
Yeah. And where like you guys are, you got a show tonight, but maybe this afternoon you're doing a little gig in a bar somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, I'm doing that this weekend. We're playing here in Milwaukee tonight, tomorrow in Lodi, California. And then I'm driving straight down to Santa Barbara to meet my wife there. And then we're going out to Ojai, which is just like this tiny little like hippie town in like probably 30 minutes inland off the coast out there. But I have a show there while I'm hanging. I'm just going to, do an acoustic set out there. And I mean, that stuff's only worth kind of like the practice of being on stage and trying out the songs for a small crowd and stuff. But
well,
it should be
it's
cool.
living your life.
Yeah.
That's what I like to call it. Better than sitting on the couch eating Cheetos.
Exactly.
I saw you were in the studio. Is there new stuff coming along the way that you can talk about, or?
Yeah. I have I think we're getting up near 15 songs. I'm trying to put a record together where ultimately, press vinyl and have stuff available at shows and up on all the streaming services. But yeah, I've been in the studio for the past, year off and on in Austin. And I mean, I like very proud of the record. It's
Yeah.
gonna be good.
Didn't you just drop a single, Smithereens?
Yeah, just
with
put
a
out
kick-ass video?
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, just dropped a single called Smithereens that's available on all the platforms.
Getting
And just-
rave reviews.
A song that all of us in the Tees are very jealous of.
I
Kinda
mean,
like, man, that could have been a Tees song.
it honestly could have been a Tease song, I think.
It's a great song.
No
Thank you,
offense,
brother.
but I like it better for Tom. I mean, Tim.
Oh, well, Tom just put out or he's about to put out a version of it. I don't know.
No way.
Yeah.
I kind of saw that last night a little bit.
We've been
man.
talking ever since we were out on tour with The Used. I was sound checking one of his Million Miler songs. For those of you who don't know, Tom from the Tees has a side project called Million Miler. It's kind of like a hyper pop project. Very good, like really well written songs. And can't remember which song I was covering, but I was doing it in kind of like a dark, singer-songwriter way. And he was like, dude, please do that version. And if you don't mind, I'd love to do Smithereens in like a hyperpop version. I'll play it for you afterwards.
Dude.
I mean, it sounds like he put so much time into it. And I'm sitting there thinking about like what I'm doing for his. I'm like, I'm probably going to like set up 2 mics and
hey.
do it live or something.
That's the way
but-
it probably should be with you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Right. So be the polar opposite of what he's doing.
Right.
So
Tell me really quick about these guys in your band. How'd you find them?
they are all churchgoers.
Okay.
So my family attends a church in Austin, and they are like the band at the church. There's 3 brothers in the band. Tylen on guitar, who's really, really a phenomenal guitar player. Pretty like, I think his favorite artist is probably like Pink Floyd. So you get a lot of like Gilmore-esque guitar playing out of him, which is cool because that is kind of shaping the sound a little bit. It's like you got these guys who do not know how to play country music. There's no, plucking.
Yeah.
They don't know that style. They can't chicken pick or anything. So
Yeah. Which is working to your advantage.
yeah, I think so. Because again, if they could play that way, they would, and it would bring the record much closer to what Nashville is doing. But because they can't play, but they can really rip,
Yeah.
it's kind of shaping the sound. So his brother Sammy is in the band. He plays mandolin, electric guitar, Nashville strung acoustic, and keys, and sings harmony. He's kind of like you, Mike. He can play any instrument you hand him. He's not a mandolin player, but he just shreds.
Yeah.
So I've got him, and then his brother Travis, who is on keys and does high harmonies, notes that no man should hit. And then I got my old buddy from Santa Barbara, Adam Morgan, on bass, and a friend, Austin Baker, on the drums. So it's a big 6-piece band.
Yeah.
Very full.
Yeah, I was kind of curious how you roped all those guys into playing with you.
I mean, thankfully I did find them where I found them, because they, they're all talented, but they're not a part of other projects, and they don't want to get paid right now. They're kind of like, this is fun, and if it goes somewhere, then great. So I'm not breaking the bank getting on stage. I only have to pay the drummer.
Yeah.
So
Love
Sweet.
it.
yeah, man.
Do you have a website?
Yeah, I think we've got one out there. TimothyHowls.com is up, and I'll be posting my dates and stuff like that. There's merch items up there and stuff, but like social media, I'm not very active on any of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't blame you, to be honest with you. I don't even think even if you were, it really matters a whole lot sometimes.
Yeah, it's hard to know. I mean, like in the process of trying to build, a team around this, so when I do have free time, I can book shows, and I have a manager who's working with me. And of course, there's like a pretty big problem with not having huge streaming numbers, not having a ton of TikTok followers, and everybody's like, oh, if you want to get an agent involved, you're going to need to, you have to prove that you've got something going on. And I'm like, yeah, well, we rule live and we have a good record coming, but like I think so. But it's slower. It's much slower,
Well, I've learned a lot about life, about going slow. And every time that I've ever tried to force the hand at throwing a little ego behind it and trying to be somebody else and follow their advice, I've always failed. And I think anytime that I've ever stuck to my own guns and the old enjoy the process, enjoy the ride, all that stuff, it's always, slow. Comes really freaking slow.
Yeah.
But it always works out.
That is okay. Yeah, that's totally fine with me. I do wish that if I knew it was going to take a long time, that I wish I had committed a little earlier, when you're like 44 years old and you're thinking like, okay, I want to launch another side of my, like a new musical direction.
I disagree, because I think that it all perfectly happens in perfect timing. And I think that this is your time for your music and your genre. The way that you're presenting this to the world, there's an audience for that. And
Right.
I think if you would have done it a couple years earlier than that, I don't know if you would have got a whole lot of traction in there. We got a visitor. Come on in. Anywho, but yeah,
The mayor of Milwaukee just poked
the
his
mayor
head
of Milwaukee
in.
just decided to
Or
pop
her
right
head. I don't know
out.
if it's a...
Kind of
I mean,
funny he was wearing
he
a cowboy
was-
hat too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
You totally could be right about that, right? Like it could be
Or wrong, but
well, time will tell. But you're right that the space is ripe for entering right
you're
now,
ready for it now.
Yeah, and that's probably true too.
You weren't. I don't think you would have been ready for. Well, I don't know who's to say if you were ready for it then. But
Well, I mean, we've
We're-
been busy, man. I mean, the Tees have been a very, very busy project for my career, my
Mhm.
adult career,
half of your life.
half my life. Yep, and then I had I'm bringing kids into the world, and they take up a certain amount of time, and you can't just duck out and start something totally new. And
You could. People do.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't think my relationship with my family probably wouldn't have allowed that. So
Yeah.
right. Well, we wish. Well, we don't wish anything for you. We just want to see you fucking rock.
yeah,
So
let's go.
Yeah, let's get this freaking thing moving. When you gonna do your side project?
People ask me that, and I tell everyone the same thing. Go fuck yourself.
Well, Tim, it's been a pleasure to have you on our show.
Dude,
and
thanks
thank
for
you
having
so
me.
much. Yeah, and I hope you guys have an excellent show tonight. It's a little warm out there, but I'm pretty sure you're going to get through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go. Milwaukee
go.
Summerfest.